Hello there and welcome back to the channel where today we are back with a new video of the top 10 recently released Tycoon games. Yeah, basically everything we've had in the last few months that I think is the best of the bunch. First up, we have Space Haven, which was recently released into early access on Steam. I am counting early access games as recent releases because everything releases as early access. For those unaware, Space Haven is a space civilization management game where you and your ragtag crew of individuals are tasked with creating the optimal life support conditions for those on board. You have to manage the needs and moods of the crew and search the universe for new discoveries while you're doing all of that. You can even look for someone to colonize if you so wish. You'll be able to create your very own customized spaceship through the game with a series of building objects and furniture objects to use at your discretion. As you build up your spaceship with these objects, you'll be able to take advantage of the vast amount of rooms you can use for life support, material production, and resident satisfaction. Space Haven incorporates a deep characterization system, with each character having a series of traits defining them as a person. Alongside this, each member will have a series of complicated health issues which can occur for you to manage as you see fit. As you float through space, completing missions and fighting off alien attacks, you'll be able to do all this and more. Space Haven is currently available on Steam for £18. Recently, we had the release of Good Company into early access, and this was appreciated by many, with the game holding a mostly positive rating on Steam at the time of writing the script. Since release, there have been a series of small updates and patches and fixes showing that the game will be, continually updated and supported after release. For those who are unaware, Good Company is a tycoon management simulation game about building and automating a robot manufacturing empire. You'll be able to design products for your ever-evolving production line, creating bigger and more efficient lines for your modern electronics to be manufactured upon. The game appears to have a solid early access roadmap planned out, so it looks like after this initial early access release, it's going to get a wad of support. You can purchase Good Company on Steam for £19.99 in pounds. Next up, we have Industries of Titan, and for those unaware, Industries of Titan is a strategy simulation game focusing on building a sprawling industrial superhub on Titan. Funnily enough, the planet Titan. In Industries of Titan, you'll have to compete with corporations from around not just the world, but the universe for the resources within the planet of Titan. To keep your territory, you'll have to turn a village into a continually developing metropolis, setting up factories and production lines to take mined resources from the planet and transform them into a profitable business endeavor. As your empire grows, others will attempt to take what you've built. To prevent them from succeeding in this, you will have to build and design your very own battleships and city defense systems to ward off these dastardly enemies. All in all, Industries of Titan, with the recent new gameplay that we can see from the game releasing, looks like an astonishingly good game. However, a lot of people will have the major complaint of it's an Epic Games Store exclusive for the first year of release. So take that as you will. Recently in March, we saw the release of Rescue H Tycoon out of early access into its full release period, after receiving very positive reviews throughout its early access period. Rescue H Tycoon, for those unaware, allows you to build, develop, and expand an emergency services headquarters, which relies on your resource management skills to fulfill targets and, of course, save lives. Alongside the full release, Aerosoft have released a Coast Guard DLC, which really gives you some pretty cool items. For $8.99 for the DLC is a bit expensive in my mind. Altogether, Full Rescue H Tycoon is very well made and is filled with an awful lot of depth and an awful lot of gameplay for you to have into, especially when we're all locked up inside with the virus. SimAirport is the next game on this list, and it is another game such as Rescue HQ Tycoon, which recently, in the past few months, February, March time to be exact, was released out of early access into full release, which is why it counts in this list. The hugely popular SimAirport released this month after an extensive run in early access. SimAirport is an expansive airport building game featuring an extensive set of management features, allowing you to create an ever-expanding and increasingly profitable airport. The game allows you to manage and create baggage handling services, fuel storage and delivery systems, extensive worldwide, airport-wide security systems, and much, much more. Alongside the game's full release, a DLC pack called the Frequent Flyers Pack was released, adding a series of new objects to the game, which are also allowing you to get your name inside the game itself, which is very interesting indeed. It currently posts mostly positive ratings on Steam, so not as good as like very, very positive, but mostly positive is still in the green. Next, we have a new game in the form of Fantasy World Online Tycoon. A bit of a weird title for some, I'm sure. Fantasy World Online Tycoon allows you to build and manage your very own online role-playing MMORPG game. And no, I do not know what an MMORPG means, if you're asking. The game gives you the tools to create wondrous worlds with quests and scenarios for all the players to encounter. Creating a successful in-game economy will be key to your success, as you need funding to expand your game and market it to new players. As you expand your game, you will have to fend off cyber attacks on your game servers in order to keep people playing and avoid downtime, which will be hated by everyone. While I definitely don't know the first thing about an MMORPG game, I'm a Tycoon gamer, this sounds amazing as a Tycoon game on its own. As I record this, I still don't know what an know what an MMORPG game is. That script is out of date, is what I'm trying to say. Some people did comment on a many months ago video telling me what it is, so you're... Automation Empire is a simulation management game with a dedicated focus on building a massive automated industrial production network, because that's a unique idea nowadays. Okay, that's mean. But think Factorio, or maybe even Satisfactory if you want some more visual imaginary aids. As you build out your production and transportation facilities, you'll need to continually look for efficiencies to lower costs and increase output. This can be done through the design of a more complex system or through the research of new technologies, giving you access to further advanced machinery and tools. The game gives you a series of objects and tools such as minecarts, drones, trucks, trains, heck, even cargo rockets are in this game. Who doesn't love a good rocket? All in all, Automation Empire is the perfect 3D production management game to while away hundreds of enjoyable hours with, and I can tell you that because all the reviews I read had like 300 hours spent in game, 400 hours spent in game. I've not played anything for 400 hours. Where are people finding the time for this? Planet Zoo is a tycoon management kind of simulation-y game, at a stretch, I guess, but it is one of the biggest releases of recent time, and it's a very popular game. Of course, Planet Zoo is a sequel in a way to Planet Coaster, the very successful coaster management building game. Planet Zoo, of course, allows you to build out your own zoo, where you can have as many animals as you like. You can customize all of the buildings, the pens for all of these animals. Alongside this, you have the ability to create a kind of a way to make money on top of your animals and your admission tickets from the processes for hospitality. So in terms of food or water, for making your visitors happier, they will pay for this, of course. You've also got a donations ability, which will give you more money, and you have got complete control over where you funnel your people. So if you want to impact your coffers as much as possible, then you direct as many people as possible to where they're going to spend the most money. Project Hospital, while not really a recently released game, has had a ton of updates and a new DLC in the last month or two, essentially making it kind of a new game. Project Hospital recently had the Hospital Services DLC, which contains 2 new departments in the game. One of these being pathology, and the other being the kind of administration department, allowing for staff training, pharmacies, cafeterias, and administration. Alongside this, the game as a whole allows you to build up your very own hospital with some amazingly good management modes and even more detailed and better kind of building controls overall, with the amount of objects and realistic processes inbuilt in Project Hospital being amazing. If you like 2 Point Hospital for its jokey comedy, you will not like Project Hospital because of its serious nature and its high detail, and no jokey comedy would also be the main point. Lastly, we have Production Line, which recently released out of early access. Production Line is a car factory management tycoon game which allows you to put to and apply your organizational skills and entrepreneurial skills towards building the ultimate optimized car production line for optimum efficiency and, of course, optimum profit. Production Line features a wide selection of producible vehicles and vehicle parts, with a rather large research tree available within the game. Alongside this, there's an expansive set of upgradable production buildings and items, allowing you to build a highly detailed segmented car production line. From there, you can begin research not only on production of vehicles, but into the individual parts that make them move. Make them move. Over time, you'll be able to lower costs and increase efficiency and increase your profits to build the most efficient production line around. And that is it for today. Those were the top 10 recently released Tycoon games. If you have any games you thought should have been on the list that I may have missed, then put them in the comments. But until then, thank you for watching, and I will see you later.